in the script.
Shush up, it is.
Dang.
And Jack, you were going to mention there that Leah.
I think I said it twice. Randy, just go for it.
Sandy, you mean? Yeah, Sandy will go for it.
Okay. Got it.
Sandy will do Leah.
All right.
And like it's longer too
Mhm.
in the script.
All right, everybody, we are live. Welcome to our Zoom script reading of Mean Girls, written by Tina Fey. We have an amazing cast here tonight. We have Anne Marco. We have Casey. We have Kenzie. We have. Did everybody just want to introduce themselves, or do you want me to
Sure.
put down the cast? Or
You can do it.
all right, okay, I will. All righty, we have the wonderful Anne Marco, we have Hunter Karas, we have Nicole Bentley, we have Casey Cronk, Megan Bean, Kenzie Paul, Jeremy Weinreich, Zachary Gonzalez, Brandy Austin, Sandy Coulvard. We have George Graham, Karina Goshen, Eric Waldman, Corey Lee Lewing? Am I saying your last name right, Corey?
Yeah, you're good.
Marla Hudnall, and Michael Angel. Did I miss anybody?
I'm also here, but that's okay.
Oh, Jess. Jess is muted.
Jessica
But just Jess.
Jessica Ash, absolutely. Welcome. Thank you all so much. All right. All right. And I don't like to read every single stage direction. I think the actors can portray their stage directions. So, all right. Mean Girls by Tina Fey. Fade into the interior of Katie's room early in the morning. There are boxes around the undecorated room. The clock says 6:29. Katie Heron is 15 and lies in bed asleep. Naturally pretty, her long hair has never been dyed. Her eyebrows have never been plucked. She has a fantastic tan. The clock hits 6:30 and the alarm goes off. Katie opens her eyes.
Okay, I'm up.
Katie closes her eyes for what seems like a minute and opens them again to see the clock saying 7:15. Cut to the interior of the hallway a few minutes later. Katie rushes out. Now she's wearing khaki pants, a faded Izod, and a khaki bucket hat. Her mom rushes to her.
You're gonna be late. Come here, I'll braid your hair.
In the kitchen, it is full of boxes. Katie pours 2 bowls of cat food and 2 cats come running. They hiss at each other.
Cleo, be nice. Pamela, stop it.
While the cats are fighting, a big droopy dog strolls up behind.
Come out, Katie. I want to get a photo.
Stop fighting. There's enough for everybody.
Katie puts the cats by their bowls and puts the dog has eaten all their food.
Why don't you fight with him?
Enter Katie's father, Chip, 43, a lanky professorial type. He takes a picture of Katie and her mother, Betsy, who is 43. Betsy is attractive, but not concerned with style, the kind of woman who will still wear a fanny pack.
That's good. Stay close.
My baby's going to school.
I guess it's natural for parents to cry on their kid's first day of school, but this usually happens when the kid is 5. I'm 15, and until today, I was homeschooled. That means my mom was my only teacher, and my dad was the only sub. I know what you're thinking. Homeschooled kids are freaks.
The interior of Rips Howard Spelling Bee, a spazzy-looking girl with thick glasses, is at the mic.
XYLOCARP. Xylocarp.
Or that we're weirdly religious or something.
A family of 6 inbred-looking albino kids are staring straight into the camera.
Me. And on the 3rd day, God created the Remington bolt action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals.
Amen.
But it's not like that with us. My family's totally normal, except for the fact that both of my parents are research zoologists, and we spent the last 4 years in a hut in Nimbaya. Nimbia. Wait, Nimbaya. I don't know. Nimbia.
Pull back on the photo to reveal that they are completely surrounded by lions, cheetahs, monkeys, snakes, and birds. Cut to the exterior of Africa 1 year ago. Gorgeous sweeping footage with out of Africa type music. Katie sits next to her father, who is observing the nearby cheetahs.
In my life so far, we lived in 9 countries on 3 continents. But it's not like I didn't grow up without structure. I'd spent all day in the field with my parents.
2 large females and 3 cubs. The females appear to be searching out their late morning prey. They're focused on something 10 to 20 meters in this direction. And it's us, run.
Katie and Chip run to their Jeep. Cut to an African house in the evening. As Betty tests Katie on her Spanish, Katie feeds a bottle to a baby monkey.
And then at night, I did schoolwork with my mom. Hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos.
On another evening, Chip is cooking dinner. Katie hands him her math paper.
My favorite subject was always math.
Done with this chapter already? Okay, let's start on those inverse functions. Jeez.
Because with math, you're either right or wrong. There is no in between, which is comforting when you live in a crazy place.
An ostrich walks through the room. Why didn't they keep this opening? On the African plains, Katie and Chip sit high in a tree.
It had always been just the 3 of us, and I never thought we'd live any other way. Then it happened.
I got it. I got it.
You really got it?
We're going home.
My mom articles about the familiar patterns of large cats had earned her a full professorship at Northwestern University. So it was goodbye, Africa.
Cut to Katie's front yard on the first day of school. Katie and Betsy are getting their photos taken.
Hello, Evanston, Illinois.
On the streets of Evanston, Katie's parents drive her to school in their mud-covered African Jeep.
Evanston was a lot like Africa, except in every single way.
They pull up to Evanston High School.
I know you'll make us proud.
Are you nervous? It's okay to be nervous. I'm nervous for you. But nervousness is perfectly normal. Nervous.
Okay, I'll see you at home.
Katie starts across the street, but she is almost hit by a big yellow school bus. She jumps back as her mother yelps.
I'm okay. Sorry. I'll be careful.
As Katie crosses the street, hip hop blares from a car radio. Katie passes the different groups outside the school. A group of Black students are sitting on the grass.
Hi.
They just stare at her. Katie keeps walking. A bunch of jocks are fake fighting. Some people getting high behind a tree. Another overweight girl is eating Egg McMuffins in secret in her car. And Katie has nowhere to land. Cut to the homeroom a few minutes later. Students are filing in. Katie approaches the teacher to introduce herself.
Hi, I don't know if anyone told you about me. I'm a new student. My name is Katie Heron.
The presumed teacher is actually just a mature girl who gives her a weird look.
Who cares?
The girl walks away with Katie embarrassed. She hears 2 people laughing at her. They are Janice Ian, a fleshy girl with punk hair and clothes, and her friend Damien. Damien is possibly fat and definitely gay.
You don't want to sit there. Kristen Hadley will sit there and next to her boyfriend.
Kristen Hadley, a big, thick, athletic girl about 6 feet tall, sits down. She immediately leans over and starts making out with the boy next to her, who is very tiny and looks like Oliver Twist. They go at it hard. Katie watches in horror for a second and moves to the front row seat.
Oh, don't sit there. Do you want to carry attendance sheets to the office every day? No. He farts a lot.
Thanks.
Did you go to St. Anna's last year?
No,
Because you look like the girl who played Sandy in their production of Grease.
wasn't me.
Thank God. She had pitch problems.
This is Damien. He's almost too gay to function.
Ah,
Nice to meet you.
Nice wig, Janice. What's it made of?
Your mom's pubic hair.
Enter Mr. Duvall. The African-American 10th grade dean enters. He looks around for the homeroom teacher.
Where's your teacher?
Their homeroom teacher, Miss Sharon Norbury, enters. She is hip-looking, 32-ish, bright, but maybe not the most organized of teachers.
Okay. Hey, I'm running late. I brought donuts.
All right, I just want to let everyone know that we have a new sophomore with us. She just moved here from Africa.
Some students turn to look at a very tall, dark-skinned girl with a short fro. They think it's her.
Don't look at me. I'm from Michigan.
So let's help her adjust to academic life here at Evanston. Her name is Caddy Heron. Where are you, Caddy?
Oh, that's me. It's pronounced like Katie.
My apologies. I have a nephew named Anthony, and I know how mad he gets when I call him Anthony. Almost as mad as I get when I think about the fact that his name is Anthony.
Well, welcome, Katie, and thank you, Mr. Duvall.
You got to be on time this year, Sharon.
Where are you first period?
10th grade health, room B14.
I think that's in the back building.
yeah, that's in the back building.
We'll take you.
Cut to the interior of the hallway before first period. Damien and Janice lead Katie through the crowded halls.
Watch out, please. New meat coming through.
Cut to behind the school. They walk her out of the building and across the football field. Damien then lights a cigarette.
That's really bad for you.
It keeps me thin.
Where's the back building?
It burned down in 1987.
Won't we get in some sort of trouble for this?
If you show up late, yes.
But if you just don't show up at all, they'll never even notice.
I guess I'll never know what I missed on that first day of 10th grade health.
In the health classroom, a thick-set gym teacher with a thick blonde mustache, Coach Farr, is in front of the class.
Don't have sex, because you will get pregnant and die. Don't have sex in the missionary position. Don't have sex standing up. Don't have sex with the females on top, controlling the pace and the friction. Just don't do it. Promise? All right, everybody, take some condoms.
Coach Farr holds out a basket of Trojans. On the field behind the school, Janice is drawing something in a notebook.
So you took all these tests and then what?
They placed me in 10th grade classes except for senior calculus.
I'm repeating freshman gym.
How do you spell your name, Caddy?
It's Katie. C-A-D-Y.
I'm so gonna mentor you. What else is important that I can tell you about? The cafeteria is terrible. You're going to want to buy your lunch at the school store. I recommend white cheddar Cheez-Its. What else? Spring Fling.
Spring Fling is not important.
It is to me. And at the end of every year, the graduating seniors throw a dance called Spring Fling for the underclassmen. Whoever is elected Spring Fling king and queen automatically become head of the student activity committee. And since I'm an active member of the activity committee, I would say, yeah, it's pretty important to me.
Damien, you've outgayed yourself.
In the name of all that is holy, look at Karen Smith's gym clothes.
We see Karen Smith, 15, a tall, stunning blonde with a vacant expression. Her gym clothes consist of the tiniest shorts ever forged by man and a bandana for a shirt.
Is that a shirt or a bandage?
I don't know, Caddy, but I do know that Karen Smith is one of the dumbest girls you will ever meet. Damien sat next to her in English last year.
She asked me how to spell orange.
We next see Gretchen, a puny little brunette. She is not hot, but has expensive clothes.
And see that little one next to her? That's Gretchen Wieners. She's rich as shit because her dad invented toaster strudel.
She's a little Gucci hoochie.
What is a Gucci hoochie?
A girl with $1,000 of designer clothes of a $2 body.
Janice
Why
did
do you-
make Katie start walking toward the school.
Why do you hate them?
What do you mean?
You seem to really hate them.
Yes, what's your question?
Did they do something to offend you?
They're plastic. There's nothing they do that doesn't offend me. Here, this is for you.
Katie looks at a torn piece of paper, and at the top of it says, Katie's map to Evanston High School. It is a detailed map of the school saying who belongs where, preps, Asian nerds, etc. In one corner it says, beware of the plastics. Janice notices the PE teacher has left her bullhorn by the side of the field.
Damien, on your left.
Toaster strudel causes cancer.
Gretchen looks around, Damien and Janice run into the building, and Katie runs too. In the calculus class a little later, Miss Norbury is the teacher. Katie looks alert and interested. The guy to her left, Barry, is completely asleep.
It was so weird to be in a real classroom looking at a real teacher who wasn't my mom. Finally, I could focus fully on the math experience. Excellent.
The guy in front of Katie turns to her.
Do you have a pencil I could borrow?
It's Aaron. He's adorable.
Holy shit.
Romantic music swells as she hands Aaron her pencil, smiles, and turns around.
I've only had 2 other crushes in my life. One on my dad's godson, who lives in Australia.
A hot tan Australian guy is on the beach surfing.
You like surfing?
And one on Dr. Sanjay Gupta from CNN.
What's up?
Give me a break. I lived in, how do I say it?
I think it's Namibia.
Namibia? Okay, I'm so sorry, you all. Give me a break. I lived in Namibia. I didn't get out much and can't pronounce words correctly. But this one hit me like a yellow school bus.
Katie, what do you have?
Oh, n equals n plus 1/4.
That's good. Right, very good.
Aaron smiles at Katie, and Katie looks down at her paper. When she looks up, Aaron is still looking at her. In the cafeteria during third period lunch, Katie is wandering around nervously. She takes a tray and gets in line. Jason Mandarino, 15, a cheesy little guy, and his friend approach Katie in line.
Hey, we're doing a survey of new students. Can you answer a few questions?
Okay.
Is your cherry popped?
What?
Would you like us to assign someone to pop your cherry?
My what?
A girl intervenes. It is Regina George, 15, perfect looking, fast on her feet, intimidating, the queen of the plastics. She is flanked by Karen and Gretchen, who is pissed Jason is hers.
Is he bothering you? Jason, why are you such a skis?
I'm being friendly to a new student. What, I can't talk to a new student?
You were supposed to call me last night.
Jason, you do not come to a party at my house with Gretchen and then scam on an innocent girl in front of us 2 days later. She's not interested. Do you want to have sex with him?
No, thank you.
Great, it's settled. Bye, Jason.
Shut up.
Good comeback. You should do stand-up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Music plays over the PA, Whitney Houston's I'm Every Woman.
Oh, that's me.
2 big athletic guys, Shane Oman and another dude, sweep in and pick up Regina up onto their shoulders. Regina waves at people as they carry her toward a makeshift stage in the corner of the cafeteria.
Everybody, please give a round of applause for last year's Spring Fling Queen. She kicks off her reign today as head of the Student Activities Committee, Miss Regina George.
Thank you, Mr. Duvall. I just want to say, under my rule, the SAC will do more than just sell candy canes and sponsor queer stuff like recycling. I have plans for some sick parties. My mom knows the people that run the Lake Michigan dinner cruises, so yeah. But also, it's going to be about building bridges and being kind to the less fortunate. Where's that little girl I just met? Come here.
Katie reluctantly goes to the foot of the stage. Regina puts a hand on her shoulder. Damien and Janice watch from the other side of the cafeteria, stunned and horrified.
This girl is a new student, and I'm going to make it my personal responsibility that by the end of the year, she thinks Evanston High School is totally rad.
Thanks, Regina.
You're welcome, girl.
Still in the cafeteria, a few minutes later, Katie is sitting with Regina at her best friends, Karen Smith and Gretchen Wieners. These are the Plastics.
And we only moved here 2 weeks ago.
Regina grabs Katie's arm to look at Katie's bracelet. It's a wide brown leather band with decorative holes punched in.
Where did you get that bracelet? I love it.
Africa.
It's so fetch.
What is fetch?
It's like slang from England.
So, if you're from Africa, why are you white?
Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
Privacy for like 1 second.
Sure.
Katie makes eye contact with Janice and Damien as the Plastics confer.
Okay, let me just say that we don't do this a lot. You should know that this is like a huge deal.
We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week.
Oh, okay.
Great. So we'll see you tomorrow.
On Tuesdays, we wear pink.
Cut to the girls' bathroom later. Janice screams with laughter.
You have to do it, and you have to tell us all the horrible things they say.
I think Regina seems nice.
Regina George is not nice. She is more plastic than the rest of them.
Lush. She is fabulous, but she's evil.
A short, dark-haired girl is at the sink and sees Damien.
Hey, get out of here.
Oh my God, Danny DeVito, I love your work.
What would we even talk about?
Josh Hartnett?
The rising cost of abortion.
Do it, please.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything pink?
No.
Yes.
Exit to the porch of Katie's house. Katie enters carrying a ton of books. Her mom and dad are on the porch reading the paper.
How was your first day?
Fine.
Were the people nice?
No.
Did you make any friends?
Yeah.
Katie goes into the house, leaving her parents confused. In Katie's room that evening, Katie is looking through her new textbooks. She finds her personalized map and lays on the bed looking it over. We follow her gaze around the map. Janice's drawings are good. A clump of trees is marked preps. By the bus stop, Asian nerds. The front stop, cool Asians. By the auditorium, Van Geek's Zone of Confidence. The backfield, a cartoon version of Janice and Damien holding a sign that says, "You are here." In the cafeteria, there is a cartoon of 3 girls. Beware of the Plastics. In the lunchroom the next day, Katie is wearing Damien's pink Celine Dion tour t-shirt and sits with Gretchen and Karen.
Having lunch with the Plastics was like leaving actual world and entering girl world. And in girl world, there was a lot of rules.
We only wear jeans or track pants on Friday. You can't wear a tank top 2 days in a row. You can only wear your hair in a ponytail once a week. So I guess you picked today. And if you break any of these rules, you can't sit with us at lunch. I mean, not just you, any of us. Like if I was wearing jeans today, I would be seen over there with the art freaks.
Gretchen points to Janice and Damien's table. They're having a contest to see who can stick more popsicles in their mouth. It looks fun.
We always vote before we ask someone to eat lunch with us because you have to be considerate of the rest of the group. I mean, you wouldn't buy a skirt without asking your friends first if it looks good on you.
I wouldn't?
Right. It's the same with guys. You may think you like someone, but you could be wrong.
Have you seen anyone you think is cute yet?
Actually, there's a guy in my calculus class. Never mind, it's stupid.
Who is it?
He's a senior?
His name is Aaron Samuels?
No.
No.
No, you can't like Aaron Samuels. He's Regina's ex-boyfriend.
They went out for a year.
And then he broke up with her for no reason.
Because she cheated on him.
Regardless, ex-boyfriends are off limits to France. Don't worry. I will never tell Regina what you said. It'll be our secret.
Regina enters with food.
Ugh, there's gonna be a fire drill in like 2 seconds.
The fire alarm goes off and all students around them go outside.
I told Coach Farr we had to skip it because Karen might be pregnant.
I'm not though, right?
I could see why it was good to have Regina as a friend.
Katie and the Plastics have the whole cafeteria to themselves. In calculus class, Katie stares at Aaron, his eyes, his lips, his hands. Aaron looks over and smiles. He makes a face as if to say, "This quiz is hard." Katie nods in agreement.
But even if I wasn't allowed to like Aaron, I could still look at him.
The bell rings and the guy next to Katie, Barry, a tall, skinny, good-natured guy, drops something as he passes Katie. As Katie picks it up, Kevin Knorr, a completely American Asian math nerd, comes up to her.
Hey, you're the homeschool girl, right?
Yeah.
I'm captain of the Evanston Mathletes. We participate in math challenges against other high schools around the state, and we can get twice as much funding from the school if we have a girl. You should think about joining.
Oh, you'd be perfect for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Great, let me give you my number.
Kevin pulls out a pre-printed business card that reads, Kevin Knorr, math enthusiast, badass, NC.
Think it over, because we'd like to get jackets.
Miss Norberry, Barry dropped his medicine. I have a question.
Hold on.
Miss Norbury looks at the pills in the bag. She chases Barry down. In the empty stairwell, Miss Norbury is having a private conversation with Barry. Katie is listening from the flight above.
Barry, you cannot function at school on ecstasy.
Barry,
I didn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't take it. I found it at a club.
Barry, I used to work the diner, night shift at the diner, and I'm really good at telling when people are high. If you come to my class high again, I will know.
Shh, don't be scared.
Barry, ooh, stop touching my hair.
Are you gonna turn me into the dean?
Barry, I don't want you to get kicked out of school. I want you to graduate.
Miss Norberry and Barry made a deal that if he didn't come to school high anymore, she wouldn't tell the dean.
Miss Norbury leaves the stairwell and Katie watches unnoticed as Miss Norbury goes to throw the baggie in the trash, then realizing someone will find it, her class throws it in her desk drawer and locks it.
But she did call Barry's parents.
At Barry's house, Barry's defensive mom on the other end of the phone.
Excuse me, I think I'd know if my child was on drugs.
Reveal Barry on the other side of the kitchen in a neon half shirt, sucking on a baby bottle, dancing wildly to music on his headphones. Katie and the Plastics are in jeans. They walk up to Regina's lime green PT Cruiser.
I guess the Plastics like having me as a pet because by Friday, I was invited to Regina's house after school.
In Regina's PT Cruiser convertible on the streets of Evanston, the girls are driving home and singing to the radio.
So how was your first week?
Good. I'm joining Mathletes.
Oh, no. You can't do that. That is social suicide. Damn, you are so lucky to have us guide you.
Oh my God, there's Jason.
Jason Margarito is walking down the street with another girl.
He's with Taylor Waddell.
Wait, Jason is not going out with Taylor Waddell. No, he cannot blow you off like that. He's such a little skis. Give me your phone.
Don't call him.
Give me a fucking break.
A passing car horn naturally bleeps out the F word, and Regina dials the information.
Waddell on South Boulevard.
Caller ID.
Not when you connect from information. Hi, may I speak to Taylor Waddell, please?
She's not home yet. Who's calling?
This is Susan at Planned Parenthood. I have her test results. If you could have her give me a call today if she can. It's urgent. Thanks. She's not going out tonight.
Cut to Regina's gorgeous lakefront Victorian house. The girls pull up and get out.
Regina, your house is really nice.
I know, right?
Make sure you check out her mom's boob job.
The girls enter Regina's house. In the living room, Regina's 7-year-old sister, Kylie, is watching MTV and giving a large teddy bear a lap dance.
I'm home.
Hey, TG, it's Friday. You made it through the week.
This is Katie.
Hi, sweetheart.
Katie looks at Mrs. George's chest. Through her t-shirt, we see 2 big grapefruit boobs with very long rock arms.
Welcome to our home.
Mrs. George grabs Katie and hugs her.
Want anything? Don't be shy, honey. There's no rules here. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Right,
Please
Regina?
stop talking. Please stop talking.
I'm going to make you guys a Friday treat.
Katie runs upstairs and joins the other girls in a cramped, plain bedroom. Regina is looking through a dresser drawer for something.
I like your room.
This is my parents' room, ass kiss.
Regina pulls a bottle of rum out of her mother's underwear drawer and heads to the hall. The girls follow.
This is my room.
Regina opens the door to her huge bedroom. It looks like something out of Cribs, 4-poster bed, Moroccan throw pillows, etc. Katie looks at a bulletin board full of snapshots. They all feature Regina. One is a large picture of Regina and Aaron at last year's Spring Fling King and Queen. Regina takes a swig of rum and passes the bottle to Karen, who drinks and passes it to Gretchen, who drinks and passes it to Katie, who drinks.
Not bad.
Starts to burn, and then Katie coughs. Regina puts on girly pop music.
I never should have bought these capri pants.
How many times do I have to tell you? The Gap is for old people.
I hate my calves.
God, my hips are so huge.
At least you can wear skirts. I'm so long-waisted.
Before I met the plastics, I thought there was just fat and skinny. Apparently, there's an infinite number of things on your body that could go wrong.
My hairline's weird.
Oh, my pores are huge.
My nail beds suck.
The 3 girls look at Katie.
I have really bad breath when I wake up in the morning.
Ew. You know what, Katie? You're like actually really pretty.
Thank you.
So you agree?
What?
You think you're really pretty.
I didn't say that.
The way I think about it, there's ugly, there's pretty, and there's average. You and me are average.
What just happened?
Enter Miss George with a tray of frozen daiquiris with little umbrellas.
Woo! 4 to 6 is happy hour.
Thanks, Mrs. George.
Thanks, Mrs. J.
Mrs. J? Mrs. G. Oh my God, you are so dyslexic.
Is there alcohol in this?
No, honey. What kind of mood do you think I am? Why, do you want a little? Because if you're going to drink, I'd rather you do it in the house.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, don't be shy, right, girls?
The dog chews on one of Mrs. George's nipples. She can't feel it.
Mom, go fix your hair.
Girls keep me young. Love you so much.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you still have this.
What is it?
It's our burn book. We cut girls' pictures out of the yearbook and wrote comments.
It's just a joke.
Veronica Ryu is a Grotsky little biatch.
Still true.
Madison Riley is a fat virgin.
Still half true.
Katie takes the book and flips through it. There is a school photo of the heavyset girl from the beginning, Emmeline Gerber, the future Mrs. Egg McMuffin. There is a heavy metal looking girl, Amber D'Alessio, who masturbates.
Nope.
A school photo of Janice. Janet, wow. Wow.
This is so mean.
This is so R-rated.
You should write something in it.
Yeah, do one. We got to find a picture of somebody.
No.
Nobody will ever see it.
I don't want to.
Oh, why? Because you're so nice and we're evil?
No.
Reluctantly, Katie looks at the book. She sees Miss Norbury in that corner of a group photo, and she writes a quote bubble over her that says, "I keep ecstasy in my desk." Would you-
I keep ecstasy in my desk? That's hilarious. Is that true?
Cut to an old orchard mill on Saturday night. Damien and Katie are walking up to the mall.
Did you even have a mall in Africa?
Sometimes a guy in a truck would come by selling guns and computer parts. Does that count?
Cut to the Orchard Mall in all its American splendor.
Wow.
I know it's no Northbrook Court, but it'll do.
Katie and Damien approach the mall's central fountain, where tons of kids are hanging out. Groups of girls are flirting with groups of boys. Other boys are goofing around and threatening to throw each other in the fountain. Girls drink giant frappuccinos and reapply makeup.
Something about that mall made me feel like I was back in Africa by the watering hole. In the spring, when all the animals were in heat.
We see a lanky giraffe-like boy who starts to mate with a tall, lanky girl, humping her from behind as she looks detached, chewing potato chips. Even her chewing looks like a Katie rubs her eyes and everything goes back to normal. Cut to the interior of Bath & Body Works. Janice is behind the counter working. Her hair and makeup choices do not look appropriate with her hunter green B&BW apron.
And they have this book, this burn book, where they write mean things about the girls in our grade.
What does it say about me?
You're not in it.
Those bitches.
Will this make my skin better?
No. Caddy, you've got to steal the book.
No way.
We could publish it and then everybody would see what an axe wound she really is.
I don't steal.
Rosemary mint foot spray?
It makes your feet smell like a salad. There's two kinds of evil people, Caddy.
It's Katie.
People who do evil stuff and people who see evil stuff being done and don't do anything to stop it. If you can get that close to Regina George, you have a responsibility to mess with her.
I'll observe. That's it.
Fine. Call me when you grow some balls.
Fine. I will.
Does this cellulite cream work?
No.
I'll take it anyway.
Damien gives
Hey.
Janice go ahead.
You're good, man. You're good.
Damien gives Janice a $10 bill and he gives him 10 singles as change. This is all acknowledged.
Hey, isn't that Mrs. Norbury?
Miss Norbury is browsing on the other side of the store. She's wearing jeans and a t-shirt. She's with a handsome man.
And she appears to have a lover.
God, I love seeing teachers outside of school. It's like seeing dogs walk on their hind legs.
Hi, do you have any massage oil that's edible?
I could check.
Janice, I'm messing with you. This is my friend Pete. Katie, I hope that you join Mathletes. We start in October and I would love to have a girl in there. Just, even so it would smell better.
I think I'm going to do it.
Good. Okay, well, this has been sufficiently awkward. I'll see you guys Monday.
You can't join Mathletes.
It's social suicide.
In Katie's kitchen that evening, the phone rings.
Hello?
Intercut with Regina's bedroom and Katie's kitchen in split screen.
I hear you like Aaron Samuels.
What are you talking about?
Gretchen told me that you like Aaron. I mean, I don't care. Do whatever you want, but let me tell you something about Aaron Samuels. All he cares about is school and his mom and his friends.
Is that bad?
But if you like him, that's fine. I could, talk to him for you if you want.
Really? You would do that? I mean, nothing embarrassing, right?
Trust me, I know exactly how to play it. But wait, aren't you mad that Gretchen told me about this?
No.
You can tell me if you are. It was a really bitchy thing to do.
Yeah, it was pretty bitchy, but I'm not mad. She's just immature.
See, Gretchen, I told you she wasn't mad at you.
Enter Gretchen on another split screen.
I can't believe you think I'm immature.
Okay, love ya. See you tomorrow.
I I had just survived my first three-way calling attack.
Cut to the senior calculus class, the span of a few weeks.
Aaron Samuels and I started talking more and more. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd. 2 weeks later, we spoke again.
It's raining.
Yeah. But I wanted things to move faster, so I followed my instincts.
2 weeks after that, Katie leans forward and whispers to Aaron.
I'm totally lost. Can you understand any of this? But I wasn't lost. I knew exactly what Miss Norbury was talking about.
It's a factorial, so you multiply each one by n.
Wrong. Is that the summation?
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Wrong. He was so wrong. Oh, wait, hold on. Who can you not hear? Okay,
I accidentally turned my speaker off. I apologize.
okay. All right.
Classic Regina trying to interrupt our thing.
Usually have my minions turn it on for me.
Okay. Cool. So is that
Yeah,
the
they're the same
summation?
thing. Yeah, they're the same thing.
Wrong. He was so wrong. Thanks. I get it now.
Anytime.
It worked. He talked to me and he smiled at me, and up close, he smelled like fabric softener and shaving cream.
We're having a Halloween party at my friend Chris's tonight. You should stop by. It's a costume party. People get pretty into it.
Gruel. I meant to say cool, then I started to say great.
Right. Well, Gruel. See you tonight.
Cut to the math room after school. Miss Norbury and Kevin Knorr, hosts of the mathlete meeting. It's all nerdy boys. Katie peeks in the window and thinks about going in, then skips it.
I was so excited I blew off the first mathletes meeting to go home and work on my costume.
In Katie's room, Katie frantically is trying to put together a Halloween costume.
In the regular world, Halloween is a holiday when children dress up in costumes and beg for candy. In girl world, Halloween is the one night a year when a girl can dress up like a total slut and other girls can't say anything about it.
In Regina's bedroom, Regina's costume is a fuzzy bikini and bunny ears. Regina's smiling mom takes a picture while her father, a big red-faced Irish guy, looks on horrified.
The hardcore girls just wear lingerie and some form of animal ears.
In Gretchen's bedroom, Gretchen is wearing a low-cut cat suit, heels, and cat ears. In Karen's house, Regina and Gretchen pull up to pick up Karen. She is wearing a bikini top, a micro mini, thigh-high boots, tons of makeup, and mouse ears.
What are you?
I'm a mouse.
Cut to Chris's house. There is loud music playing.
Unfortunately, being new to girl world, I did not know this.
The door opens on Katie, who is wearing her mom's oversized wedding dress, monster teeth, and bloody zombie makeup. The place is packed. Katie passes the group of Black students from before.
Hi.
They just stare at her. A crowd of guys are watching in amazement as two sloppy drunk girls in animal ears are making out on the stairs. Katie sees Aaron in the kitchen talking to Regina.
This was it. Regina was hooking me up. How could Janice hate Regina? She was such a good slut. My heart started racing. My stomach felt like it was going to fall out of my butt.
Aaron turns and sees Katie.
Oh, hey, Katie.
Hey.
Hi.
So what are you?
I'm an ex-wife.
That's good. That's funny.
Yeah. Bye.
Katie heads for the door. She looks back and sees Regina kissing Aaron again. After Katie exits, we hear Aaron to Regina.
What are you doing?
I just felt like kissing you. I've been thinking about you a lot lately.
Really? Does Shane know?
Shut up. How's your mom?
Cut to Chris's parents' house. Katie is walking out of the house with a crazed look on her face.
That is a scary mask, bro.
I had food poisoning once in Costa Rica. I got so sick, I thought I was gonna die. The thought of Regina and Aaron back together was churning in my guts like an emotional food poisoning.
Cut to Janice's basement. Janice and Damien are watching Sleepaway Camp on the VCR. Katie bursts in the basement room. Damien screams, frightened.
Ah! Ah!
I grew some balls.
Ah! Ah!
She took them back. Regina took Aaron back.
We can fix this, Caddy. Follow me.
Cut to the toy corner of the basement. Janice writes in colored chalk on a little kid's chalkboard, and Damien is wearing a toy army helmet he's found.
Regina George is an evil dictator. How do you overthrow a dictator? You cut off her resources. Regina George would be nothing without her technically hot body, older boyfriend, provocative clothing, and ignorant band of loyal followers.
Janice
Oh.
puts words on the board.
Caddy, you're going to have to keep hanging out with that as if nothing's wrong.
I can't.
You're going to have to. Roger and out.
Cut to the cafeteria at lunchtime. Regina is hanging all over Aaron, make Katie jealous.
I felt like Regina was dangling Aaron in front of me on purpose. I knew how this would be settled in the wild.
Katie leaps over the table like a cheetah, knocking Regina onto her back. As Katie and Regina wrestle and growl at each other, Aaron runs daintily in a circle like a gazelle.
But in girl world, all the fighting had to be invisible.
Snap back to reality, and none of this has actually happened. In the empty school hallway, Katie and Gretchen are having a heartfelt talk.
And Regina wanted me to tell you that she was trying to hook you up with Aaron, but he was just interested in getting her back, and that's not Regina's fault.
Oh, no, I know.
So you're not mad?
Oh, God, no.
Good. Regina wanted me to give you this.
The two girls hug, and Katie makes a face like, gross. In the senior calculus class, Katie leans over to Aaron for help.
I just don't get it.
Very nice, Katie.
Katie's paper says 98 in big print, and Aaron says 77.
Kind of seems like you do get it.
If I was going to keep this going, I was going to have to really commit to it.
1 week later, Miss Norbury hands them papers. Aaron says 81, Katie's 68.
Katie, you're killing me.
Kevin Knorr looks over her shoulder. Damn,
homeschool, what happened?
In the school hallway, Janice gets something out of her overstuffed locker.
Janice. You're telling me you're messing up your grade on purpose?
What do I care what my grade is, as long as I pass? I mean, learning isn't about the grades, it's about the knowledge. I have all the information right here. So what does it matter if I pretend to not know it on some tests?
Right. That's lame.
In Katie's house, Katie mopes around the house, and Betsy is going over her lecture notes. Katie comes in.
Hey, Mom.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Why do boys like girls who wear a lot of makeup and show their boobs better than real girls?
I don't know why.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were telling a joke.
I was. Never mind.
Cut to Katie's kitchen.
We had our first breakthrough in our plan late one Sunday night.
Janice is drawing on a plate with mustard. Damien is rummaging for food. Betsy enters in her pajamas, annoyed that these two won't leave.
Okay, it's the school night, so...
That.
Yeah.
What are Kathleen bars?
They're these weird Swedish nutrition bars that they help you gain weight. My mom used to give them to the kids in Africa.
Damien shrugs and keeps eating them. Janice and Katie look at each other. In the cafeteria the next day, the cafeteria is decorated for Thanksgiving.
They're these weird Swedish nutrition bars my mom uses to lose weight.
Me it. It's all in Swedish.
Yeah, they're high in protein.
So it's Atkins.
No, you have carbs for breakfast, the protein for,
So it's the Zone.
except they have some weird ingredient in them that's not legal yet in the US. It's kind of like,
Ephedrine?
no,
Ephedramine.
no. Yeah,
I want to lose 3 pounds.
Oh,
oh my God,
Oh my
what
God,
are you talking about?
you're so
skinny.
skinny. You're so skinny.
Cut to the other side of the cafeteria. Damien and Janice are watching from their table, and Janice shakes her head.
Regina's gonna figure this out. She probably weighs herself every 5 minutes.
Wait, there's this trick I learned at Fat Camp. You pop the top off of the scale and then you take some dental floss.
To Regina's house. The plastics head into Regina's room. Katie ducks in. In Regina's bathroom, Katie shuts and locks the door, takes a screwdriver out of her book bag, and pops open the back of Regina's scale. She pokes a hole in the cardboard dial with a safety pin. She takes some dental floss out of her bag. Regina knocks on the door. We cut back and forth between the bathroom and the hall.
Katie.
1 second.
Katie threads the floss through the door and tries it off so that the floss is taut when the scale reads 112.
When you come out, I'm going to pluck your eyebrows, okay? And Gretchen wants to give you bangs.
It's gonna look so fetch.
And Karen brought some makeup for you.
Okay.
Katie pops the top back on the scale. She steps on it and it says 112. She puts her backpack on and it still says 112. She picks up a large bottle plant and holds it while on the scale with her backpack on, and it still reads 112.
Hurry up!
Katie opens the door and tries to look nonchalant.
Let's do it.
In the school hallway the next day, the plastics, including Katie with her new bangs, walk the halls in slow motion, looking like a Sex and the City commercial.
When you were with the plastics, it was like being famous. People looked at you all the time and everybody just knew stuff about you.
Cut
Karen
to
is,
a montage of students speaking straight to the camera.
Karen is the tall one. She doesn't have a boyfriend right now.
But she hooked up with my cousin twice.
Last year, her hair was a bob, but this year she's growing it out into long layers.
Gretchen's favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
Her cat's name is Peanut.
That new girl moved here from Africa.
Cat's names are Cleo and Pamela.
Regina is 5'4.5". She's a Leo.
She just got back together with Aaron Samuels.
All the girls are walking in slow motion. Aaron comes into frame and puts his arm around Regina.
Yep, she's back with Aaron Samuels.
It's so great that she's back with Aaron Samuels.
Katie trips on her high heels and takes an embarrassing slow motion fall. In the school hallway that December, Christmas music is playing. The student center is decorated for the holidays. Janice, Damien, and Katie, now dressed more fashionably, are in line. They discuss their plan in hushed tones without looking at each other.
We have to crack Gretchen. She's the keeper of all secrets. If this gets Gretchen to crack, we'll have cracked the lock on Regina's secrets.
Say crack again.
Crack. Let's reconvene tonight.
I can't. I have to go to Regina's to practice for the talent show. We're doing a dance to
Jingle Bell Rock. I know, they do it every year.
Sweet mother of God, you're doing Jingle Bell Rock?
Uh-oh, go.
Janice and Damien scatter as Regina approaches.
Why were you just talking to Janice Ian?
She's so weird. She just came up and just started talking to me about crack.
So pathetic. Let me tell you something about Janice Ian. I was best friends with her in middle school. I know, right? It's so embarrassing. I don't even, whatever. Then in 8th grade, I started going out with my first boyfriend, Kyle, who was totally gorgeous, but he moved to Indiana and Janice was like weirdly jealous of him. Like if I blew her off to hang out with Kyle, she would be like, why didn't you call me back? And then I would be like, why are you so obsessed with me? So then on my birthday was an all girls pool party. And I was like, I can't invite you, Janice, because I think you're a lesbian. I mean, I couldn't have a lesbian there. Girls were gonna be in their bathing suits. I mean, right? Ugh. Then her mom called my mom and was like yelling at her. It was so retarded. And then in the fall, we started high school and all of her hair was cut off. And she was totally weird. And now I think she does heroin.
A girl, Leah Edwards, walks by wearing a plaid skirt.
Oh my God, I love your skirt. Where did you get it?
It was my mom in the 80s.
Vintage. It's so cute.
Thanks.
That is the ugliest fucking skirt I've ever seen.
The light bell bleeps, Regina's cursing. Katie touches her wide leather bracelet and realizes that Regina was making fun of her that first day.
Are you sending any candy canes?
I don't send them. I just get them. You better send me one, biatch.
Oh, I was sending her one, all right. I was going to use 3 candy canes to crack Gretchen wieners. 3, please.
She starts to fill out a candy cane order slip. Cut to the English class later that day.
Hey, your homework is to take the passage from Julius Caesar and translate it into modern day English, starting with line 142. Why man doth he bestride the narrow world like a colossus?
Ho, ho, ho. Candygrams.
Okay,
Candygrams. All right, Taylor Zimmerman, 2 for you. David Westerfeld, 1 for you. You only need 1 to find love. Glenn Coco, 4 for you. You go, Glenn Coco. Caddy Heron. Is there a Caddy Heron?
It's Katie.
1 for you. And none for you, Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
Amian leaves. Katie unfolds the paper attached to her candy cane.
Who's it from?
Thanks for being a great friend. Love, Regina. That's so sweet.
Gretchen is spiraling. She has never gotten one of these. Cut to the school auditorium at night. The place is packed for the winter talent show. Mr. Duvall MCs.
Welcome to the Evanston High School Winter Talent Show. Y'all ready for this?
Woo! Katie, Gretchen, and Karen are putting on makeup. They are in red and white outfits and Santa hats for their act.
What do you mean you got one too?
It's just a candy cane. Maybe yours got lost.
Is she mad at me? Has she said anything to you about me?
Nothing unusual.
What do you mean? What's the usual stuff she says?
I don't know. Just that you talk a lot.
Gretchen is panicking. On stage, Damien is singing to the poorly played piano.
I am beautiful, no matter what they say. But words can't bring me down.
A sneaker hits Damien in the neck. In the auditorium girls' bathroom, Regina is putting on her red and white outfit.
Ugh, you really didn't have to get me a candy cane. I was just kidding.
Well, you've been so nice to me.
What the hell?
They don't fit?
They should fit. I weigh 112.
You want these? They're my mom's. They're too big for me.
Rage flashes through Regina's eyes and Katie smiles.
Oh, God.
Nervously. On stage, Kevin Knorr is freestyle rapping. The other mathletes are his sidemen. Okay, Zach, go for it.
Oh, you suck at it. They got nothing on me. From my braids to my line, you can't touch MG. I'm an age in persuasion. It's truly amazing. I dropped up on rhymes on any occasion. It ain't no trick. I am this slick. All the 9th grade ladies try to suck my what? Chill, Mr. Duval. I didn't swear. After all, I'm a mathlete. So nerd is a bird. But forget what you heard. I'm like Jane Bond the third. She's shaking out third. I'm Kevin the poor. A G is silent when I sneak in your door. Make love to your woman. I don't play it like Shaggy. You know it was me because the next time you sex her, she'll be like, oh, Kevin G. Happy holidays, everyone.
There is a violently mixed reaction from the crowd. Backstage, Katie is watching from the wings.
It just seems weird to me. I mean, no offense.
Oh yeah, something else I've learned. When a girl starts a sentence with no offense, she's about to offend you.
I mean, no offense, but why would she send you a candy cane? She doesn't even like you that much.
Katie does a see what I mean take to the camera. On stage, Janice is taking the stage in a long, homemade white robe. She's banging on Tupperware with a wooden spoon and chants rhythmically and does an interpretive dance.
I feel miserable, 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 miserable.
The crowd boos. Janice whips out a camera and takes photos of the booing crowd.
Thank you, Janice. Next, give it up for Santa's helpers doing Jingle Bell Rock.
Katie and the plastics enter and take their positions. Katie puts the box downstage. Let's play. The girls start a simple and cheesy dance routine to Jingle Bell Rock. It is the same routine they have done every year since 6th grade, but this year they have decided to let Katie join them. Janice and Damien watch from the wings.
Does it bother you that they still do your original choreography?
On stage, the girls continue. As they do a turn, Katie accidentally kicks the boombox and the CD starts to skip. The plastics try to keep dancing as Katie rushes over to the boombox. Rushing over, she accidentally kicks it off the edge of the stage, and it falls into the orchestra pit and smashes. Time seems to stand still as Katie looks back at Regina and Gretchen, who are furious, at Damien and Janice laughing in the wings, then out at the various audience who is ready to eat her alive. Not knowing what to do, Katie resumes the dance and sings a cappella.
What a bright time, it's the right time.
To rock the night away.
Jingle bell time is a bell time.
To go.
Go riding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up,
Jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock.
Thanks and mingle and jingle and beat. That's the
Jingle bell.
That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell.
We need to work on our synchronizing.
I honestly think it's because we're all on different
Not quite
Zooms.
my tempo.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Cut to backstage. The girls run off stage elated. Aaron comes to the side door.
That's the best it ever went.
That was outstanding.
Regina kisses Aaron, and Aaron puts one arm around Regina and one playfully around Katie. Kevin Knorr passes by.
Hey, good job, homeschool.
Thanks.
Katie's blushing. Oh my God, you totally have a crush on that guy.
Shut up.
That's why you wanted to join the mathletes.
Mathletes? You hate math.
Look how red she is.
You love him, and he totally complimented you. That is so fetch.
Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Gretchen's face twists up in a frighteningly hateful expression. Cut to the English class on Monday. With the same hateful expression on her face, Gretchen reads her Julius Caesar assignment to the class.
Why should Caesar get to storm around like a giant while the rest of us try not to get smushed under his big feet? What's so great about Caesar? Brutus is just as cute as name as Caesar. Brutus is just as smart as Caesar. And when did it become okay for one person to be the boss of everybody? That's not what Rome is about. We should totally just stab Caesar.
Gretchen Wiener's had cracked.
In the girls' bathroom, Katie is listening to a teary-eyed Gretchen.
I mean, if you even knew how mean she really is, you know I'm not allowed to wear hoop earrings, right? She told me 2 years ago that hoop earrings were her thing, and I wasn't allowed to wear them anymore. And then my parents got me a pair of really expensive white gold hoops for Hanukkah, and I had to act like I didn't even like them. It was so sad. And you know, she still cheats on Aaron. Every Thursday, she hooks up with Shane Oman in the alcove behind the auditorium. And I never told anybody that because I'm such a good friend.
In the alcove behind the auditorium the following Thursday, Regina and Shane Oman are making out in a forgotten vestibule where old marching band flags and theater flats are kept. Regina pulls Shane's t-shirt off. He is buff. She is in jeans and her bra. Damien bursts in wearing a mask and starts snapping pictures.
Yearbook candid!
Regina screams, grabbing for her shirt. Shane lunges at Damien.
Get out of here, you ass.
I know you are, but what am I?
Shane tries to chase him, but trips over Regina. In the school darkroom, Janice is developing Damien's photos, and Janice's hair and lipstick glow in the dark.
Oh my God, I'm still shaking.
The first photo comes out. It's just the very tops of Regina and Shade's heads.
No.
You should have seen their faces.
Ugh, this is the last one.
Damien watches over her shoulder. The third one develops, and Shane's body is turned in a very flattering position, and his face has that open-mouthed startle like that that models have.
Oh my God. That is amazing. That is awesome.
Damien.
What?
He's not in the picture.
Oh, Bart.
You suck.
You're coming home to You're coming home to my house to live under my bed with my Abercrombie's catalog.
Oh my God, I am Damien. In Katie's house on Saturday night.
By spring break, something had changed.
The plastics are picking Katie up to go out. They're dressed to kill. Betsy seems a little intimidated.
I could see my parents clearly for the first time, and it was kind of making me sad.
Where are you going?
To a party.
Oh, you want me to braid your hair for you?
No! Thank you.
We'll have her back by 11, Mrs. Heron. I love your earrings, by the way.
Betsy clutches her dangling African earrings, flattered. Katie winces. She knows what Regina means. In the cafeteria, Regina is eating another Caltine bar while everyone else eats normal food. She has a zit.
I don't think these things are working.
What are you talking about?
I've been eating them for months and I still weigh 112.
That's because the protein builds muscle.
And muscle weighs more than fat.
It's making me break out.
It's probably your toxicness coming out.
Yeah, your toxins. I have this really good skin stuff I'll bring you.
Head to Bath & Body Works. Katie watches as Janice empties a bottle of facial cleansing gel and refills it with intensive moisturizing foot cream. She hands the bottle to Katie. In the art room, Janice has taken the photograph of the audience booing her at the talent show and has turned it into a large painting. Katie is checking herself out in a wall mirror, and she has started wearing more makeup.
If all I could think about was Aaron, all I could talk about was Regina. She's not even that good looking if you really look at her, especially now that she's getting fat.
I don't know. Her tits are getting bigger.
I could hear people getting bored with me, but I couldn't stop talking about Regina. It just kept coming up like word vomit.
In the school hallway, Janice and Katie head home.
I have this theory that if you cut all of her hair off, she'd look like a British man.
I know, you've told me that before. What is that smell?
Regina gave me some perfume.
You smell like a baby prostitute.
Enter a group of cute senior guys who say hi to Katie as they pass.
Hey, Katie, what's up?
Hi.
Who was that?
I don't know.
The 28th is my art show. Take a night off from your double life. I want you to see it.
In the school hallway a few weeks later, at the Student Center, there is now a banner that reads, "Coming soon, Spring Fling. Nominate your King and Queen." Damien counts ballots for Spring Fling King and Queen nominees.
To get nominated for Spring Fling King and Queen, you either had to be very good looking, very popular, or have enemies in high places, like the Students' Activities Committee.
In Katie's homeroom the next morning, Damien, Janice, and Katie are anxiously listening to morning announcements. Miss Normarby enters late.
Damien, did you take attendance?
2 absent and Janice was late.
Mwah, I love you. You're my favorite.
Enter Joan, the secretary. Miss Norbury goes to her desk.
And finally, the nominees for Spring Fling King and Queen are as follows. Regina George.
In Regina's homeroom, people in her homeroom applaud.
Gretchen Wieners. Janice Ian.
What?
And Katie Heron.
Regina is both confused and annoyed. In Katie's homeroom at the same time.
Damien, you shouldn't have put my name in there. It's going to mess everything up.
I didn't.
I'm really nominated?
Katie is flattered. Damien and Janice imitate Katie's flattered expression behind her back. Katie is taking a quiz in her calculus class. Barry sits next to her. He seems like a different person, stone cold sober and incredibly grouchy about it.
Time's up.
Meanwhile, even playing dumb in calculus required some math skills. I had to figure out how many questions I could blow without actually failing.
How are you doing over there, Barry? Good. That's how I like to see you, Barry.
How did you do?
About a 71. I'm gonna have to get a tutor.
I could help you. If you ever want to get together after school or something.
Do you think Regina would mind?
No, you guys are friends. Well, maybe we just won't tell her.
In the classroom after school, the student activity committee, which includes Aaron, Regina, and Damien, are meeting with their advisor, Mr. Duvall.
The caterers say they can prepare the food right there in the gym, and
That's so boring. Why can't we have spring fling on a boat?
Aaron.
God, Aaron.
Yeah. Sorry, I was Regina. A lot of people can't afford a $150 dinner cruise.
Aaron, I'll buy our tickets.
I think your dinner cruise sounds balls out.
Sorry, what'd you say, Shane?
I think a dinner cruise sounds balls out.
Thank you, Shane.
thank you, Shane.
Cut to the soccer field. Aaron is playing soccer with some friends. Katie waves. Aaron waves back and picks up his backpack and heads over.
Sometimes when I was around Aaron, it was like I didn't even know who I was. I couldn't even remember how I normally walk.
Katie's walk was swinging arms with her legs instead of opposite them. She catches herself.
I started talking in this weird high voice. Thank you so much for tutoring me.
In Aaron's house 20 minutes later, Aaron and Katie enter. Aaron's house is much more modest than Regina's. Aaron throws his stuff on the couch.
I just have to do one thing before we start.
Aaron opens the cellar door and goes down to the laundry room. Katie follows him attentively.
It's just me and my mom, so I try to help out.
Katie sits on the basement stairs and watches as Aaron loads the washing machine. The basement is a mess.
So, do you miss living in Africa?
He was holding his mother's underwear. Sometimes, but I think I didn't realize how lonely it was.
I would love to see Africa.
I'll take you sometime.
Katie cringes. That was weird. Aaron smiles and starts the washer. Later, Aaron and Katie are working at the dining room table.
What did you get for this one?
Well, the first time I did it, I got 0.
No, that's wrong.
But when I checked it, I got 1.
There you go. You have 2 different colored eyes.
Yeah, most people don't notice.
Yeah, because that one is brown, but this one's kind of hazel.
They kiss for a second. Then Aaron breaks away.
Oh man, I can't do this. It's not fair to Regina. I'll take you home.
Why do you like her?
Listen, I know Regina can be really mean, but
Why do you like her?
why do you?
But
She's just insecure. I mean, she's good and bad in everybody, right? Regina's just more upfront about it.
Oh no, it was coming up. The word vomit. I didn't mean to say it, but she's cheating on you.
What?
Cut to Damien's basement. See you of Janice's hand at the chalkboard, crossing off the phrase, your boyfriend. In Regina's bedroom, Regina is laying on her bed, sobbing, with the other 3 consoling her.
Did he say why?
Somebody told him about Shane Omen.
Ooh.
He's like some guy on the basketball team. I gave him everything. I was half a virgin when I met him.
You want to do something fun? You want to go to Taco Bell?
I can't go to Taco Bell. I'm on a carb protein diet. God, you're stupid, Karen.
Regina, wait. Talk to me.
You're not stupid, Karen.
No, I am actually. I'm failing almost everything.
There must be something you're good at.
Blowjobs.
Okay. Anything else?
I was in orchestra. Sorry. I was in orchestra in 7th grade. I played the drums.
Why did you stop?
Karen picks up 2 pencils off the nightstand and starts drumming.
There's this closet where we kept the instruments, and me and this trumpet player used to go in there after practice and take our pants off.
Uh-huh.
So eventually I just started skipping practice and going straight to the closet. Gosh, I never should have quit that.
You should get back into it.
Yeah, it's just so hard to find a big enough closet.
Okay, I can't read that. Karen does her own thing on English. Wow, it would have been rated R if they kept all this in.
Seriously.
After the calculus class, Aaron slumps into class and sits down. He looks very depressed and doesn't even say hi.
I have to admit, I was mildly horrified when Aaron didn't immediately ask me to be his girlfriend. Sure, breakups are painful, but how much time did he need? Regina had moved on.
In Regina's bedroom, Regina is making out with Shane Oman. Mrs. George enters and they don't even look up.
You guys need anything? Some snacks? A condom? Let me know. God love ya.
Mrs. George takes their picture on the bed. In an old Orchard mall during the day, Karen, Gretchen, and Katie are in a dress store waiting for Regina to come out of the dressing room.
In January, Regina had put a spring fling dress on hold at a store called 135, but being plastic, she needed our advice before she could actually buy it.
Regina comes out in a strapless dress that is way too small.
Can you zip this for me?
There's no way. Karen dreads what she has to say.
I think you need a bigger one.
What?
Ma'am, do you have this in the next size up?
Sorry, we only carry sizes 1, 3, and 5. You could try Sears.
In Janice's basement, I see you of Janice's hand on the chalkboard crossing out the phrase, skanked out clothes. In the shoe store during the day, Katie and Betsy shop for her spring fling outfit.
My mom insisted on going with me to pick out my spring fling outfit, but somehow we couldn't say 2 words to each other without it being weird and intense. These are on sale.
Subtitle, I want these.
These are well made.
Subtitle, you must stay a baby forever.
Those are hideous.
Subtitle, if I wear those, everyone will know that I'm a virgin and a loser.
Well, I don't think those are appropriate.
Subtitle, those are hooker shoes. Those shoes will get you pregnant.
Mom, why are you being so mean? I want these.
No.
Oh,
Katie throws the shoes across the store and storms off.
spring fling was blossoming into full tilt drama.
Katie and Regina's house. In split screen, Katie and Regina are on the phone from their respective homes. Regina's skin is looking pretty bad.
Gretchen thinks you're mad at her because she is running for spring fling queen.
Oh my God, I'm not mad at her. I'm worried about her. I think somebody nominated her as a joke or something. And then when nobody votes for her, she's gonna have a total meltdown. And who's gonna have to take care of her? Me.
You don't think anyone will vote for her?
Katie, she's not very pretty. I mean, that sounds bad, but whatever. The spring fling queen is always pretty. The crazy thing is, it should be Karen, but people forget about her because she's such a slut. Oh, I gotta go. I'm going to bed.
Regina hangs up and disappears.
Well, she's not mad at you.
The screen splits again to reveal a 3-way call with Gretchen, who was on the line the whole time. Her eyes are full of tears.
Are you okay?
Gretchen hangs up. Katie looks surprised as she slides off the screen. Gretchen sobs for a second and dials the phone. Split screen Karen.
Hello?
If someone said something bad about you, you'd want me to tell you, right?
No.
Well, what if it was someone you thought was your friend?
What are you? Hold on. That's my other line.
Karen clicks over. Split screen Regina. We still see Gretchen holding on the other line.
Hello?
Let's go out.
Okay, hold on. I'm on the other line with Gretchen.
Ugh, don't invite her. Those other two are driving me nuts.
Hold on.
Hurry up.
Karen clicks back to Gretchen.
It's Regina. She wants to hang out with me tonight, but she told me not to tell you.
Do not hang out with her.
Why?
You don't want me to tell you.
Okay, you can tell me. Hold on.
Karen clicks back to Regina, but it doesn't work.
Oh my gosh, she is so annoying.
Who is?
Who is this?
Gretchen.
Right. Okay, hold on.
Karen clicks back over again. This time she does get Regina. While Gretchen waits, she studies her face in the mirror.
Hello?
Oh my gosh, she is so annoying.
I know, right? Just get rid of her.
Back to Gretchen.
Okay, what is it?
Regina says everyone hates you because you're such a slut.
She said that?
You didn't hear it from me.
Back to Regina.
I can't go out. I'm sick.
Boo, you whore.
At the Damien's basement, Janice's hand is on the chalkboard, crossing out the phrase, Army of Whores. In the cafeteria at lunchtime, Katie watches Regina eat 2 baked potatoes, some bacon, and a Caltine bar. Regina looks pretty fat, zitty, and bad. Karen and Gretchen approach with their trays.
Regina, we have to talk to you.
Butter on protein?
Sure.
Regina, you're wearing sweatpants. It's Monday.
So?
So that's against the rules, and you can't sit with us.
Whatever, those rules aren't real.
They were real that day I wore a vest.
Because that vest looked disgusting.
You can't sit with us.
These sweatpants are all that fit me right now. Fine. You can walk home, bitches.
As Regina walks away, she collides with the heavyset Egg McMuffin girl. Food spills all over the both of them.
Watch where you're going, fat ass.
Regina is speechless. Everyone around her laughs. In Damien's basement, Janice's hand on the chalkboard crosses out hot body. At Evanston High School, after school, Gretchen and Karen treat Katie like she's the new queen bee.
So, what are we doing after school this weekend?
Yeah, what are we doing?
They were asking me? Well, I'm supposed to go to Madison overnight with my parents. We have tickets for this thing, but maybe I can get out of it?
Cut to Katie's house at dinner time. Katie and her parents are at the dinner table.
Because I have so much homework.
But you love Brazilian jazz.
I'm just so overwhelmed with all these assignments.
Oh, honey.
In the calculus class, the bell rings. Katie stops Aaron as he leaves.
Hey, I'm having a small get-together at my house tomorrow night.
Is Regina going?
No, Aaron, why don't you just come over and hang out with me?
Okay.
What just happened? I had asked Aaron Samuels out and he said yes. This is the greatest moment of my life.
Katie?
Miss Norbury hands Katie her quiz. Katie's paper says 71 with a letter grade of D.
Wait a minute. A 71 is a C.
These are graded on a curve.
On a what? Being homeschooled really came back to bite me in the butt on this one.
So many people got the extra credit right that the highest grade was 105. The average grade was 89, therefore a C would range from 78 to 88. The 71 is a D.
Aren't curves supposed to help people?
Not in AP classes. But you know what's weird about your quizzes, Katie? All the work is right and just the answers are wrong. I hope he's worth it.
Huh?
I'll need your parents to sign this so that they know you're failing.
Is there anything I can do for extra credit?
Kevin Knorr looms in the background. In the school hallway moments later, Katie comes out of class and runs into Janice.
You need a ride to my art show tomorrow night?
I can't go. I have to go to Madison with my parents. I'm so sorry.
Katie's house that afternoon. Katie's parents kiss her goodbye and drive off.
My parents left for Madison at 4 p.m. By 4:12, Gretchen and Karen were getting things ready.
In Katie's house, Gretchen is setting bowls of Doritos around the living room.
Aaron Samuels was going to be in my house. Everything had to be perfect.
Karen is in the kitchen pouring Everclear into Jell-O.
This time, when Aaron saw me, I wouldn't be in some ridiculous Halloween costume.
Katie comes down the stairs. She has on too much makeup, too sexy clothes. Her hair is huge. It does look like a ridiculous costume.
You look awesome.
I got enough cheese and crackers for 8 people. Do you think that's enough?
Yeah.
The doorbell rings and they light up with excitement. Cut to Katie's living room an hour later and the place is packed.
It was not enough. Somehow the word had gotten out about my small get-together.
Jason is here with Taylor Waddell.
He's just using her to make you mad.
Do I know you?
The guy recognizes someone from across the room. I guess I can read it. Deke, what's up, dog? Etc. The guys enter and Katie heads back towards the kitchen. She can't talk so well in heels, and she passes a group of people going through her parents' CD collection.
Dude, put on the Rama monkey chant.
Monkey chant.
Crazy jungle music with monkey sounds plays over the scene. In Regina's car at the same time, Regina and Shane are heading over to crash Katie's party.
She thinks she's gonna have a party and not invite me? Who does she think she is?
Right, hon.
I mean, I like invented her. You know what I mean?
In Katie's house, Aaron enters looking for Katie. In the kitchen, someone has brought a pony keg. Katie gets herself a cup of beer. As Aaron makes his way to the kitchen, Katie circles around to Karen in the hall. They watch Gretchen confront Jason.
I have to talk to you.
Katie passes a group of senior girls and they purposefully speak so Katie will hear them.
This place is crawling with sophomores.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to kick anybody's ass.
Katie quickly leaves the room. Someone hands her a shot and she downs it.
Was Aaron blowing me off?
Aaron comes through the hall looking for Katie as Katie enters the dining room. Some guy has picked up a piece of her mom's African pottery and is goofing around with it.
Put that down.
Aaron heads to the dining room and Katie enters the kitchen carrying several vases. She hides them under the sink. Katie heads into the hall and comes face to face with Kevin Knorr.
What's up? Your friend came to talk to me.
Oh no.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I only date women of color.
I have to pee.
Katie is now visibly drunk. She pushes her way through the crowd and heads up the stairs and grabs one more Jell-O shot and downs it. Aaron enters the kitchen and looks for Katie on the back porch. Katie is now upstairs and opens the bathroom door and finds Gretchen kneeling in front of Jason, fully clothed, nothing grabbing. Gretchen and Katie shriek.
Ah!
Katie slams the door. She walks to her parents' bedroom and goes into their bathroom to pee. Regina and Shane enter the party. Regina is looking for Katie. Aaron sees Regina and goes upstairs to avoid her. He goes to a door that looks like a bedroom. He opens it and finds Karen and Keyshawn, the big guy in the closet with their pants.
Hey. Hey,
Erin goes in the master bedroom and sits on the bed. From the bathroom, there is a loud flush, then hand washing, then a pause, then a loud commotion like she has knocked a shelf over.
Ow.
Katie comes out of the bathroom and gasps with embarrassment.
Hey, I've been looking for you for like an hour.
Me too.
You look, are those new clothes?
Thank you.
You want to go downstairs?
No, let's stay here. I knew I was looking smooth and sexy.
Thanks for getting me to come out tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
I know I've been acting weird, but it's just embarrassing when you think you know someone and you find out they've been lying to you the whole time. She cheated on me before, and I don't know what I was thinking.
I would never lie to you.
No, I know.
Although, okay, listen, okay. I did lie to you a little bit, but only for cute reasons.
What do you mean?
I pretended to be bad at math so you would help me, but I'm not bad at math. I'm really good at math. You're kind of bad at math. But anyway, now I'm failing. Isn't that funny? I love that you washed your mom's underwear.
Wait, you're failing on purpose? That's stupid.
No, not on purpose. I couldn't talk to you because you were with Regina, and Regina's so scary. She's bossy that I had to. Uh-oh, it was coming up again. Word vomit. Nope. Wait a minute.
Regina bursts into the room.
What's this?
Actual vomit.
Katie vomits all over Erin. On Katie's street, Katie runs out the door and Erin strides out in the other direction. As Katie walks down the quiet street, a car pulls up alongside her. Janice is sitting in the sunroof and is pissed. Damien is driving.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You shitty little liar.
I can explain.
Explain how you forgot to invite us to your party?
You know I couldn't invite you. I have to pretend to be plastic.
You're not pretending anymore. You're plastic. Solid, durable, molded plastic.
I have a curfew.
You're the worst. At least Regina George knows she's mean. You act like you're innocent. I used to live in Africa with the birds and the monkeys.
Shut up, Janice.
Curfew, 1 a.m. It's 1:10.
Did you have an awesome time? Did you drink awesome Jello shots and listen to awesome music and soak up each other's awesomeness?
Shut up. It's not my fault you're like in love with me or something.
What?
Oh, no, she did not.
In love with you? I don't even like you. And you know who else isn't in love with you? Aaron Samuels. He broke up with Regina, and guess what? He still doesn't want you. So why are you still messing with Regina, Caddy? I'll tell you why. Because you're a bitch.
Janice takes out a small canvas and hurls it at Katie.
You can have this and want a prize.
And I want my pink shirt back.
Katie looks at the canvas, and it is a very cool painting of her and Damien and Janice from the first day of school. In Katie's kitchen at the same time, Shane is having a beer. Regina is angrily chomping on a Kelty bar.
Ugh! It's like I can't trust anybody.
Why are you eating a Calty bar?
I'm starving.
I hate those things. Coach Farr makes us eat those when we want to go up a weight class.
What?
They make you gain weight like crazy.
Cut to Regina's house. Regina runs in and up the stairs into the living room. Mrs. George is asleep on the couch. Kylie is watching a Girls Gone Wild infomercial and lifting up her pajama skirt and dancing. In Regina's bedroom, Regina is in a rage. Her face is red from crying. She takes a photo of her and Katie off of her bulletin board and cuts the photo in half. Regina pulls out the burn book and flips through it and finds a section of blank space in the middle. Regina takes a pink pen with a heart on top and writes the following in the book. We focus in on the underlined words. Go for it, Ann. This girl is the nastiest whore bitch I've ever met. I do not trust her. She is a fugly slut. She wipes her tears away, takes half the picture, applies glue, and sticks to the back and presses it in place. It is her own picture. Under it, Regina writes, Regina George. Cut to the principal's office Monday morning. Regina is fake crying at Mr. Duvall, who is reading the burn book.
I found it in the girls' bathroom. It's so mean, Mr. Duvall.
Good Lord. What does that say? Caitlin Cowson has...
Badge odor. It's so mean.
Okay, calm down, Miss George.
Why would somebody write that? It's so mean.
Okay, take a breath. We'll find out who did it.
There's only 3 girls in the whole grade who aren't in it.
In homeroom moments later, a student enters and presents a note to Miss Norbury.
Katie, they want to see you in Dean Duvall's office.
Outside the principal's office moments later, Katie enters. Mr. Duvall walks Regina out of his office.
In here, Miss Heron.
Regina and a mystified Katie lock eyes as Mr. Duvall ushers Katie into his office. In the principal's office, Gretchen and Karen are already seated. They look nervous.
What's going on?
You ever seen this before?
No. I mean, yes, I've seen it before, but it's not mine.
You better get your story straight, Miss Heron, because I'm not messing around here.
It's not ours. It's Regina's. She's trying to make it look like we wrote it, but she wrote it.
Miss Wieners, why would Regina call herself a fugly whore bitch? Miss Smith, this is no time to be laughing.
In the hallway, Regina takes Xerox pages out of her bag and drops them in the hall. She slides them under classroom doors. They are copies of the burn book pages. She hands them to anyone she passes. She throws them like confetti. In Duvall's office.
Maybe we're not in the book because everybody likes us. I don't want to get punished for being well liked. And I don't think my father, the inventor of toaster strudel, would be too pleased to hear about this.
Students are reading the burn book pages. Girls are freaking out. A group of boys read as 2 girls pass.
Liza Cal meet out with Coach Farr?
I told you not to tell anybody.
A girl at her locker room reads about herself.
Britney Lance has a huge nose? Who would write that?
She turns sideways and we see that she does have a huge nose. A group of black students sitting on the grass. Leah Edwards bangs her boyfriend. Another boy reads.
Leah Edwards had sex with Derek Thomas to piss off Sean Brooks? Who is Sean Brooks?
Amber D'Alessio reads about herself.
Masturbates with a frozen hot dog. Oh my God, that was one time.
I can't answer any more questions until I have a parent or lawyer present.
Miss Smith,
I didn't think anybody would ever see it.
you better hope nobody else ever does see it.
In the hallway, complete chaos has ensued. Girls are crumpled on the floor in tears. One girl throws another girl onto a card table, then says spring fling tickets and smashes it. A scrawny boy on a cell phone. Can you pick me up? I'm scared. Janice and Damien read the page and that says Janice, Ian. Janice groans.
It might be your shoes.
Pan down to Janice's Frankfurter boots. Teachers are wandering the halls, trying to stop the fights.
Hey, calm down.
Miss Norbury gets hit in the head with a large purse.
Ow!
Doubled over from pain, she sees a burn book page with her picture.
Oh no.
She makes a dash for her classroom. When she gets there, Joan, the secretary, is confiscating the drawer from Miss Norbury's desk with the ecstasy in it.
No, Joan, those aren't mine.
Joan brushes by with cold efficiency and heads back into the hall. Everywhere you look, there are shouting matches.
That was a secret.
You're so not friends anymore.
Did you write this?
No, I swear.
Then you told somebody.
She told.
You little bitch.
You're a bitch.
The girls start punching each other. A group of boys cheer them on.
Yeah, take your top off.
In the principal's office, Joan the secretary runs in flustered, carrying the drawer.
Mr. Duval, come quick. They've gone wild. The girls have gone wild.
Joan runs back to her phones, which are ringing like crazy. We hear a parent's voice yelling through the phone.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, what the hell is going on down there? Mr. Duval runs over and sees the chaos. Coach Farr has two angry girls pinned to a wall.
I pulled these two off of each other.
Coach Farr, get away from them.
Around the corner, a girl is hanging from a door jamb, trying to kick another girl in the head. Mr. Duval tries to pull her down.
Get off me.
Oh, hell no, I did not leave the South Side for this.
Mr. Duval smashes a fire alarm box and the sprinklers kick in. The girls are momentarily stunned.
Oh, crap, my hair.
Mr. Duval crosses the PA system and announces.
All sophomores, please report to the auditorium immediately. Immediately.
In Mr. Duval's office moments later, a soaking wet Mr. Duval holds up the baggie of pills to Miss Norbury.
What are these?
Ecstasy pills?
And what the hell are these?
Those are stickers I put on tests.
Good. That's what I thought. Where'd you get this stuff?
I confiscated it from a student. Don't ask me to tell you who, Mike. I can't.
Aaron, you're giving me no other choice here.
In the auditorium later, the students are all soaking wet. The teachers are circling them mistrustfully, like prison guards. Mr. Duval, now wearing just his undershirt and slacks, addresses them.
Never in my 14 years as an educator have I seen such behavior. And from young ladies. I mean, I got parents on the phone asking, did somebody get shot? I had to cancel your spring fling.
No.
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 I'm not going to do that because we already paid the caterer. Don't think I'm not taking this book very seriously. One of your teachers, Miss Norbury, has already lost her job over it. And Coach Farr has fled school property. This is serious stuff, folks. The young women in this grade need an attitude makeover, and they're going to get it from me. I got the Latin Kings out of Marshall High School. I can handle a bunch of little suburban girls. There will be a full day workshop for every 10th grade girl this Saturday. And anybody who doesn't show up won't be allowed to go to spring fling.
Who cares?
Janice Dean, I know your voice, and I will see you on Saturday, 10 a.m. in the gymnasium.
Cut to Katie's house that evening. Katie and her parents are eating a tense dinner.
Everybody done?
No.
Betsy takes away the plate and dumps it in the sink.
Mom, I didn't do it.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Believe me, I'm your daughter.
Why are my vases under the sink?
Huh?
My pottery vases. Why are they under the sink?
I don't know.
Did you have people here when we were gone?
Yeah, I had a huge party and I hid your vases because I didn't want anyone to see how ugly they were.
Who are you?
Betsy storms out in frustration. Katie puts her head on the table.
She's so happy. She wanted me to hate the school to prove what a great teacher she is.
Really stretching with that one, Katie.
Dad, I think it would be best, maybe I should just go back to being homeschooled.
Well, I don't think so, honey. We homeschooled you so you could see the world, not so you could hide from it.
I can't go back there.
Look, you know, if lions can live together as family units, I'm sure you can figure out how to get along with these girls at school.
Lions also tear warthogs apart with their teeth.
Yeah, well, you're not a warthog. You're a lion.
Dad, can you sign my calculus test? I'm failing.
Cut to Evanston High School on Saturday at 10 a.m. The parking lot is full of girls being dropped off. Continuously in the hallway, Katie passes her homeroom. She sees Miss Norbury inside, packing up her personal effects. In the gymnasium, girls are milling in, sitting on the floor.
Have you ever walked up to people and realized they were just talking about you?
There are glares and whispers about Katie as she passes.
Have you ever had it happen 60 times in a row? I have. Can I sit here?
Eat me.
Katie, she catches Janice's eye and waves. Janice smiles excitedly and waves, then gives her the finger and looks away. Janice whispers something to the girl next door to her, who's wearing a sweatshirt with the hood up. The girls peek over her sunglasses at Katie. It's Damien. He shakes his head and looks away. Mr. Duvall addresses the girls. He's dressed for golf.
All right, ladies, settle down. I don't want to be here on a Saturday any more than you do. So the faster we can get through these exercises and fix your self-esteems, the sooner we golf. I read part of this book last night.
Mr. Duvall holds up a book and talks.
Mr. Duvall had gone out and bought himself a book called Mean Girls, all about how if girls didn't learn how to get along with each other, they'd all end up getting drugged or something like that. He didn't explain it very well.
Mr. Duvall writes the word clique written on a chalkboard.
Let's talk about cliques. What is a clique?
It's a bunch of people who all conform. They all dress alike and act alike.
It's pathetic.
It's pathetic.
Miss Norbury is carrying a box of her stuff. She stops in the open gymnasium door and watches.
That's right. Cliques are bad. Wait. Yes, cliques are bad. We have to get rid of cliques. I say, if you see a clique, you gotta lick it.
The girls stare at him. Over by the door, Miss Norbury laughs to herself.
I got so caught up in plastics that I thought they were the whole school, but there were a ton of cliques that I'd completely forgot about.
A group of butch jock girls argue.
You've been acting really stuck up ever since you switched to short fielder, and Dawn agrees with me. Dawn, don't drag me into this. I'm pitching tomorrow.
A clique of 4 beautiful Vietnamese girls argue heatedly in Vietnamese.
Why are you always cock blocking me?
You're just jealous because guys like me better.
Bitch, please.
A clique made up of a girl who uses a wheelchair, a girl with crutches, and a little person.
I know you and Caitlin and Bethany talked about me behind my back.
Ugh, you are such a drama queen.
A few minutes later, Mr. Duvall is leading a trust exercise. A girl stands on the edge of a table and the other girls crowd around her.
You fall back and trust that we will catch you.
The girl takes a deep breath and falls backwards. The girls catch her. They all giggle with relief. The next girl climbs onto the table and falls backwards. The girls catch her.
Good. Next.
Gretchen is next. She climbs onto the table and nervously looks down at the catchers. Over by the door, Miss Norbury is worried.
Uh-oh.
See what you can do when you work together?
The girls look at Gretchen coldly. They know she is one of the people behind the burn book. Gretchen falls backwards, and the girls let her fall with a loud thump. Miss Norbury runs in to help. From Gretchen's point of view, Regina, Mr. Duvall, Miss Norbury, and the girls are looking down at her.
Stay here. I'll get some ice.
Walk it off. See that, you guys? Your actions have consequences.
Yeah, if somebody falls and you don't catch them, they get hurt.
Yeah, and if you piss people off, they won't catch you. Everybody take out a piece of paper.
Miss Norbury had us write out apologies to people we had hurt in our lives.
A few minutes later, the girls are reading their written apologies out loud.
Alyssa, I'm sorry I called you a gap-toothed bitch. It's not your fault you're so gap-toothed.
Laura, I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you.
I just wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school. I wish I could bake a cake made out of rainbows, smiles, and we eat it and be happy.
He doesn't even go here.
Do you go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
Okay, go home.
Mrs. Norbury, I'm sorry you lost your job, and I wouldn't have given Mr. Duvall that book if I knew you really had a drug problem.
Regina George, every girl here is afraid of you. I'm afraid of you half the time. But I've met girls like you before, and I can tell you, if you don't change your life, you're about 10 years away from being a divorced real estate agent with chipped nail tips.
Excuse me?
And don't think Regina is the meanest girl in here. I've never met anybody as mean as Jessica Lopez.
Busted.
I've seen Jessica Lopez make a girl cry just by looking at her. Do it, Jessica.
Jessica shoots an unbelievably dirty look and people recoil.
You guys wear your tiny little t-shirts that say princess and diva, and you act like you've got it all under control. But I know you're freaking out inside. You feel like everyone else has some kind of secret guidebook about how to be perfect and cute, and you're just a goon. That's because you're still changing. Not everybody looks their best at 15. Anika, you're going to hit your peak in 5 years. Emily, it's all going to happen for you in your 30s. You're going to be like, I teach yoga in Los Angeles. Karen, you're at your peak right now. Take a lot of pictures, wear your bathing suit whenever possible. This is it for you.
Oh,
Katie?
Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you.
Katie, do you have anything to apologize for?
No.
Really? You haven't done anything bad?
No.
You really disappointed me this year, Katie. When I met you, you were unique, you were talented. Now it's like you went from being a sunflower to a picture of a sunflower on a box of Kleenex. And Gretchen Wieners, you're so desperate for someone to tell you you're pretty. Tell yourself. Say one positive thing about the way you look right now.
You are not officially leading this workshop.
Do it.
I have a nice smile.
Was that so hard? Stand up. Every one of you is going to say one thing positive about the way you look.
Mr. Duvall re-enters, but he hangs back and watches.
And don't say I have nice eyes, because that's the oldest trick in the book.
I don't know. I have strong legs.
I have pretty hair.
Good penmanship.
Something about your body.
I'm nice to animals.
Doesn't count.
I love Christmas.
Your body.
I have big, juicy lips.
Thank you.
Oh. I have a long neck like a ballerina. Oh. My arms are really strong.
I have a gorgeous bunghole.
Something true, Janice.
Are you saying that's not true?
Janice, I know you care about the way you look. You cut your hair every 3 days. Pick one thing.
My earwax is delicious.
Don't make me do it for you.
I have nice skin.
Yes, you do.
Uh-oh, a lesbian crush.
Miss Norbury, I have an apology.
Go.
Okay, I have this friend who's a new student this year, and I convinced her that it would be fun to mess up Regina's life. So I had her pretend to be Regina's friend, and then she would come over to my house and we would just laugh about all the dumb stuff Regina said. And we tricked Regina into eating these candy bars that would make her gain weight. And we turned her best friend against her. And Caddy, you know my friend Caddy, she made out with Regina's boyfriend.
Wait, fine. I'll tell the truth. Regina, I kissed Aaron while he was still your boyfriend, and one that told him you were cheating on him. And I gave you foot cream instead of face wash, and I rigged your scale so it would always say 112. I'm so sorry, Regina. I wish I could make it all up to you. Take it back, because it makes me feel sick inside.
Yeah, sorry, Regina. I guess we were just jealous of you.
Everyone applauds. Regina storms out of the gym and Katie follows. On the street, Katie stops Regina in the street, and in the background, the other girls and Miss Norbury and Mr. Duvall have all run out to watch.
Regina, wait. I didn't mean for that to happen.
For me to find out that everyone hates me, I don't care. You want to know what everyone says about you? They say you're a homeschooled jungle freak with a less hot version of me. Yeah, so you can take your fake apology and stick it up your hairy.
Regina is hit by a big yellow school bus and thrown it through the air. It's the same spot where Katie was almost hit on her first day.
And that's how Regina George died. No, I'm totally kidding, but she did get hurt. Some girls say they saw her head go all the way around, but that's just a rumor. I made a promise right then and there that I would undo all the bad stuff I had done.
Cut to backfield on Monday.
I would be an honest person. I would do the right thing, and I would never talk bad about anyone again.
Katie looks at her map and she sees "You Are Here" and the drawing of Janice and Damien. Katie walks up to Janice and Damien.
Are we still in a fight?
Are you still an asshole?
No, I don't think so.
Then I guess we're all right.
Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, there's a heart, there's a hand to hold on to.
Are you singing the theme from Full House?
No, it's Janet Jackson.
No, that's "Everywhere I Go, Every Smile I See."
There's a heart, there's a hand to hold on. Oh my God, they're the same song.
In the hospital a few days later, Katie walks up to Regina's door holding flowers. The room is packed with well-wishers and floral arrangements. She can't even get in.
It's like the more people fear you, the more flowers you get.
Regina is sitting up in bed. She looks like her old self, except she is wearing one of those spinal halos. Mrs. George is curled up on the foot of the bed, reveling in drama.
You know, there were a couple of hours where I didn't think she was going to make it. She lost so much weight on the IV, the doctor gave us these Caltine bars to get her healthy again.
Mom, I went to watch TV.
Oh boy, somebody's crabby. Thanks so much for coming.
Katie gets ushered out before she even gets in. She bumps into Mr. Duvall, who is also visiting. They walk toward the elevator.
Mr. Duvall, I have to talk to you. You've got to give Mrs. Norbury her job back.
Miss Heron, there's nothing I can do if she won't tell me where those pills came from.
The elevator's doors close on him, and Katie is left behind. In Barry's house, loud music is coming from inside.
There was only one person who could help save Miss Norbury.
In the Barry's bedroom, Barry is playing loud house music. He has a strobe light going, and he is doing his homework. The door flies open, and Katie and Damien are there. She pulls the plug on the strobe and the stereo.
Barry, we have to talk. I thought, how would Regina handle this? She would attack and confuse. Barry, I thought you would like, Barry, I thought you liked Miss Norbury.
I do. I love Miss Norbury.
Then why did you get her fired?
I didn't. Did I? Wait. What?
Okay, let me explain to you what you're gonna do. Thank you, Regina.
In calculus class.
Hey, who are you going to spring fling with?
I'm not. I'm going to state finals with the mathletes. Why? Who are you going with?
Aaron gets up to leave, and he smiles slyly.
I don't know. Nobody cool is available.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, was he gonna ask me to the spring fling with him? And I blew it again? Being the new honest me who did the right thing sucked. It sucked out loud.
Katie plonks her head down on the desk. In the school district offices, the school board meeting is underway. Miss Norbury sits off to the side with Mr. Duvall waiting to discuss her case. Katie and Damien nervously wait outside for Barry to show up.
You told him 5:30, right?
Yes, and it's 10 after 6.
Ah, why do drugs make people so stupid? Oh my God, that would be such a good commercial. You can get Brooke Shields to be like, drugs make you stupid.
Mr. Duvall opens the doors and calls to Katie.
You're up.
Bring Barry in as soon as he gets here.
In the boardroom, a stern-looking school board lady announces the next item on the agenda.
Next up, we have a student, Katie Heron, who would like to speak on Miss Norbury's behalf. Katie?
Hi, how's it going? First off, I want to say Miss Norbury is an excellent teacher and our school would suffer without her.
Oh, that may be true, Ms. Heron, but being in possession of illegal substance is an offense we simply cannot overlook.
Well, okay. Well, those pills are not hers, and I know that because I'm the person that started the rumor that they were hers. It was really stupid of me, and I'm sorry. The person they belong to is on his way here to tell the truth. And I'm sure he'll be here any second.
Damien is still waiting. A cab pulls up. It's not Barry. Damien looks at a young mother and kids sitting near him at a bus stop. The little girl has a bright pink backpack. The baby sucks on a pacifier, and the mother wears a fly hat. He looks them over and approaches. In the boardroom, Katie is still stalling.
We can't wait indefinitely, Miss Heron.
I'm here, y'all.
Damien bursts into the room wearing the hat, the backpack and sucking on the pacifier. He looks kind of like Barry. Damien takes the water pitcher off the conference table and starts drinking out of it.
Woo!
Katie, Miss Norbury, and Mr. Duvall react to the embarrassment of this, and Damien speaks into the mic.
My name is Damien Hallbrook, and I'm a former ecstasy addict, and that's the part where you're supposed to say, "Hi, Damien."
Hi, Damien.
That woman, Sharon Norbury, saved my life. I was doing ecstasy 3-4 times a day. Do you know what ecstasy does to your body? It makes your spinal fluid come out. I was getting high off my own spinal fluid. My life was one big rave. I would listen to house music for hours. Have you ever heard house music for hours? It sucks, but I didn't know that. If Sharon Norbury hadn't taken those pills away from me and talked to me about the perils of drug use, I would not be here today. I would be dead on the streets. I'd be dead homeless person listening to house music.
Barry enters and they all turn to look at him.
Hey, am I early?
Actually, it was this guy. Go ahead, Barry.
Barry comes in and takes a seat and starts talking.
Barry told the truth, the whole truth, about how Miss Norbury took his pills, about how she called his mom, and how he hadn't gotten high since September, all because he didn't want to let Miss Norbury down.
The school board looks genuinely interested and concerned. In the district offices, everyone files out and Miss Norbury hugs Barry.
And when it was over, I got 2 weeks of detention. Barry got sent to drug counseling, and Miss Norbury got her job back.
Katie and Norbury shake hands. In Karen's bathroom, the evening of the spring fling, Karen has put on her slinky prom dress and is almost ready to go. She's putting self-stick body crystals on her cleavage. She puts them in the shape of a K in the mirror, but in real life, they are backwards. Gretchen is dressing for the prom. She is waxing her eyebrows. She pulls the clothes off and accidentally removes one of her brows entirely. Regina is in her dress with Mrs. George, dressed up to chaperone, is decorating Regina's spinal halo with flowers. Damien is wearing a black pageboy wig, a purple tux, and a tie, and a cummerbund with pictures of playing cards on them. Janice enters wearing the exact same thing. Katie's prom dress hangs untouched in the corner. She is putting on khakis and a green Izod shirt. The back says Mathletes in big letters. The Mathletes are crammed in at Kevin Knorr's parents' house. Katie sits next to Kevin Knorr, who is driving.
We had our finals at U of C last year, and it's kind of a tough room. The crowd gets pretty rowdy, but we got your back.
Kevin turns up his CD player.
Oh, hell yes! This is my jam!
Kevin cracks up some hardcore rap and the van heads down LSD. In the auditorium at the University of Chicago, the Mathletes step onto the high Q type set. The opposing team is Marymount Prep, a group of private school students in blazers.
Marymount, you sons of bitches, you no good sons of bitches.
It's all you. Make me look good out there.
She
You
grabs.
nervous?
Yes.
Don't be. You can do this. There's nothing to break your focus because ain't one of those Marymount boys is cute.
The competition has begun. The host, a middle-aged man, speaks in the quiet Gulf tones.
Evanston, a 555-mile, 5-hour plane trip was flown at 2 speeds. For the first part of the trip, the average speed was 105 miles per hour. The remainder of the trip was flown at 115 miles per hour. For how long did the plane fly at each speed?
Katie is way behind.
You make a box, right?
2 hours and 105 and 3 hours at 115.
Correct.
Yikes. I was really rusty.
At the prom, the same time, people are getting their pictures taken. Shane Oman is posing with Regina, and Mrs. George creeps into the shop. Damon is there taking tickets at the entrance.
Don't forget to vote for Spring Fling King and Queen. These a-holes will represent you for a full calendar year.
Two guys write on slips of papers and drop them in the box.
I'm voting for the guy who pushed Regina George in front of a bush. I mean, a girl.
I'm voting for Katie Heron because she pushed her.
Back at the University of Chicago.
Twice the larger of two numbers is 3 more than 5 times the smaller, and the sum of 4 times the larger and 3 times the smaller is 71. What are the numbers?
14 and 5. Correct.
Evanston, a shoe store, uses a 40% markup on cost. Find the cost of a pair of shoes it sells for $63.
I'll look at Katie.
$45?
Correct.
I won't bore you with all the math details. It was geometry, blah, 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 trigonometry, blah, blah, blah.
If blah equals blah, then what is the cosine of blah?
Blah, blah, blah?
No. Marymount?
Blah, blah, blah.
No, I'm sorry. The correct answer was blah, blah, blah. After 87 minutes of very competitive play, we have a tie. In the event of a tie, we move into a sudden death round. The judges have randomly selected one person from each team. For a Marymount, we'll take Mr. Rajiv Pashtangi.
A Pakistani boy in a blue blazer comes out from behind the dais.
And from the Evanston team, Miss Katie Heron.
It's Katie. Oh my God, that's me.
The other mathletes look nervous. Katie stands and goes out to one of the 2 podiums. She looks out and sees her parents in the audience. They are smiling.
Mr. Pashtangi will go first. Mr. Pashtangi, a driver has a license plate that reads TAN 90. What kind of car is she driving and why?
She's driving an Infinity because 1090 goes to infinity. That's not math. That's a novelty question. What the shit?
Miss Heron, the product of 2 consecutive negative even integers is 24. Find the numbers.
-6 and -4.
Mr. Pashtangi, find the limit of this equation.
The limit is -1.
Incorrect. We're in sudden death. If Miss Heron can complete the problem correctly, we'll have our winner.
All eyes are on Katie.
Limits. Why couldn't I remember anything about limits?
Flashback to the calculus class. Aaron's smiling face seems to be bobbing in front of the board like a big balloon.
Limits. That was the week Aaron got his haircut. Oh God, he looked so cute. Focus, Katie. What was on the board behind Aaron's head?
Aaron's head melts away and we dissolve to the University of Chicago. Katie is working. Miss Norbury watches nervously. Kevin is sweating.
If the limit never approaches anything, the limit does not exist.
Our new state champions are the Evanston Mathletes.
The mathletes rush forward as Katie shakes hands with Rajiv Pashtangi. Kevin Noor grabs the trophy and holds it up to the crowd.
Yeah! How you like me now?
Chip and Betsy cheer. Miss Norbury jumps up and down. At the University of Chicago parking lot, the mathletes head for their van. They rap 50 Cent to Katie.
Go shawty, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And we don't give a hip hip, it's not your birthday.
The chirp chirp of Kevin unlocking the van covers the F word. Kevin takes a large box out of the back of the van.
I wanted to surprise you guys.
An Evanston mathlete's jacket are passed out.
Awesome, you went with leather sleeves?
Kevin gives one to Katie.
Thanks.
Good job. We're gonna look so kick-ass when we roll into spring fling in these.
Oh no, I'm not gonna go.
What are you talking about?
I'm not dressed right.
Oh no, I'm not hearing that.
In the gymnasium, Katie and the mathletes enter the building. Katie ducks into the bathroom to check her look. She walks in and is face to face with Regina. They are alone. Regina is mellowed by her pain medication.
You look really pretty.
I'm wearing a spinal halo.
I'm really sorry about the bus. I feel like it's my fault.
Why? Are you a superhero? Do you control the buses? Stop trying to make this about you. I'm the one that got hit by a bus.
No, I know, but I'm sorry about all the other stuff.
Okay, I'm going to forgive you because I'm a very zen person, and also I'm on a lot of pain medication right now. I'm sorry I took Aaron from you like that. He really does like you, you know. He was always talking about how unusual you are. It pissed me off so bad. I was like, when I was 7, I had this really expensive dollhouse from Germany, but I never played with it anymore, so my mom wanted to give it to my cousin. And even though I didn't want it anymore.
You begged your mom to let you keep it.
No, I threw it down the stairs. I smashed it just so no one could have it, but that's just me.
Mrs. George sticks her head into the bathroom and speaks in an overly excited voice.
Regina, they're gonna announce the queen.
Regina looks at Katie like, can you believe my effing mom is here? In the auditorium, Mr. Duvall is on the stage at the mic.
We have all our king and queen nominees on stage. Well, I'd like to start by saying that you're all winners tonight, and I could not be happier that this school year is ending. Here we go. Your spring fling king is Shane Ohm. Congratulations, Shane. And your spring fling queen, future co-chair of the Student Activities Board, and winner of a $25 gift certificate to Walker Brothers Pancake House is Katie Heron.
Mr. Duvall holds out a tiara. Katie is surprised and embarrassed. Mr. Duvall puts the tiara on her.
Oh, wow. Thanks. I've never been to one of these things before, but when I think about how many people wanted this crown and how many people cried over it, it seems kind of ridiculous. I think everybody here looks like royalty tonight. Look at Jessica Lopez. That dress is amazing. And Emma Gerber, that hairdo must have taken hours. So why is everybody stressing over this thing? It's just a piece of plastic. I could really just...
Katie snaps it in half with her hand.
Share it. I share this with Gretchen Wieners, partially spring fling queen, Janice Ian.
I'd like to thank God, my mother, and the incredible cast of Frasier.
And a piece for Regina George. She got hit by a bus and she still looks like a rock star.
Thank you.
I'd look that good too if I was on an IV for 10 days.
Can we dance now?
Mr. Duvall just shakes his head, music starts, and Damien pulls Janice and Katie onto the dance floor. We see all the different types of people dancing around them. All shapes, all sizes, all levels of coolness.
I guess the biggest thing I learned at Evanston was that tearing other people down will not make your life any better. Calling somebody else fat will not make you any thinner. Telling someone they're stupid does not make you smarter.
Aaron approaches Katie, Janice, and Damien from across the floor. He holds up the gift certificate.
On behalf of the senior class, I'd like to present you with this $25 gift certificate to Walker Brothers Pancake House.
Thanks, sucker.
Janice and Damien dance away, leaving Katie and Aaron.
I didn't have to take something from Regina to make my life better.
Congratulations on winning state.
I was so nervous. They made us do limits. I thought I was going to hurl.
How's your stomach now?
Fine.
You nauseous at all?
No.
Have you been drinking?
No.
Okay. Gruel.
He kisses her and they embrace, and we can see the word mathlete on the back of Katie's jacket.
I mean, I was still gonna take her old boyfriend. I'm not crazy.
It seems everyone is making out. Regina and Shane, Kevin, Nora, and a woman of color. Mrs. George is coming out of to Mr. Duvall. Janice and Damien look at each other and they kiss for a second.
Ew.
Ew, no.
Gross.
At Walker Brothers Pancake's house, through the windows we see Katie, Aaron, Janice, Damien, Karen, and Keyshawn are sitting inside eating pancakes and laughing.
So that's how I went from homeschooled jungle freak to solid plastic to most hated person in the world, spring fling queen to actual human being.
Fade to black. On the track the following fall, Regina looks like her old self. She is lined up at the starting block with other runners.
Regina made a full recovery and took up running as part of her physical therapy. Something about the way her spine healed made her crazy good at track.
The start gun is fired and Regina immediately takes the lead. Regina moves super fast like a cartoon.
I don't know why, but she was a lot nicer when she got into sports.
One of Regina's teammates tousles her hair and almost gets angry out of habit, then laughs it off. In the gymnasium, Janice is decorating the place with skulls.
Janice used her status as 1/4 Spring Fling Queen to join the Student Activities Committee. She planned our first ever Day of the Dead mixer.
A punk-looking guy comes into frame. He and Janice are making out.
And she went with her new boyfriend.
On the football field, Karen is playing drums in the marching band.
Karen joined marching band and Kashawn showed up to every game.
Karen licks her drumstick. Tease Keyshawn. Keyshawn mouths the words, "I love you."
Gretchen found herself a new clique and a new queen bee to serve.
In the cafeteria, Gretchen is now with the hot Vietnamese girl clique from before. She has her hair flat ironed to look like them. She's talking to the queen bee in Vietnamese.
You should hear what Trang was saying about you.
In the rehearsal hall, Damien is auditioning for American Idol.
Mocha chocolate, yeah.
And Damien made it all the way to Hollywood on American Idol 3 before Simon told him he did not fit the image.
Damien punches Simon Cowell in the face. It turns into a magazine photo.
He got his picture in US Weekly and he hasn't shut up about it since.
Cut to the Northwestern University campus. Aaron is walking across the campus with a bunch of friends.
Aaron went on to Northwestern University.
They kiss.
And so did I, once a week for college level algebra.
At the high school, Katie, Karen, Janice, and Damien are sitting on the grass having lunch.
My first year of real school was like treading water in a shark tank, but now I just float.
Katie laughs so hard at Damien's joke, soda comes out of her nose. Freeze frame.
Oh no, you're not going to end on that, are you?
Fade out, the end. Interesting. Yeah, I would have been rated R if they'd have kept all this.
There's a lot of stuff that just was super extra.
So, yeah, well, I mean, some of it I really like, but yeah.
Damien should have punched Simon in the face. I wanted to see that.
Yeah, that would have been good. The bit about Karen in the band would have been good, but that would have been rated R.
They didn't do the Sixth Sense thing. I guess that's what they changed it to.
Yeah.
The bit with Barry and Damien, just when they were like at the Miss Norbury trial sort